بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Welcome dear students of 6th grade in science curriculum. Theme 3, Concept 1, Energy Transfer in Water Cycle. Let's begin with the lesson 1. When water of a small bottle is heated due to the transfer of thermal energy from the sun. So the sun is the main source of energy on earth. The water evaporates and they change into water vapor. So the small puddle is dried up and disappeared. This puddle, when the sun rays fall in it, it's heated. So it transfers from water to water vapor. How do water, wind, and sunlight drive or affect energy transfer in the water cycle? The sun is considered the most important source that drives the water cycle. The sun controls the heat on earth, so when it falls on a water, it transfers water to water vapor, so it drives the water cycle. How does energy transfer in the water cycle increase the evaporation in that lake? When the water level in lakes rise and fall due to the energy transfer during the water cycle, the level of water rise or fall down according to the energy transfer from the sun. So when the sun rays fall on the water, it transfers it to water vapor. So the water lakes level in lakes fall down and it rises up due to the condensation of water vapor to water, so it drives the water cycle. Scientists try to discover how this lake has changed in recent decades to determine ways to conserve the rehabilitate to the ecosystem to protect it from climate change. تحميها من climate change means changing of the climate conditions أو تغير ظروف الطقس. The water cycle affected by three main processes, which are evaporation, condensation, and precipitation. When the sun rays fall on the water, it transfers it to water vapor. So transferring water from liquid state to vapor state, we call it evaporation. And when it transfers it from vapor state to water state, and when the rain falls, we call it condensation. And when the rain falls, we call it precipitation. So we have three processes: evaporation, transferring water to water vapor, and this water vapor transferring to water, it's called condensation. And when this water falls on the earth, we call it precipitation. Evaporation process, as we said, is the process in which matter changes from liquid to gas. So when liquid transferred into gas, we call it evaporation. Condensation process, it is a process in which the matter changes from gas to liquid. So transfer matter from gas into liquid, we called it condensation. Now precipitation process, it is the process in which water falls on earth in a form of rain, sleet, or snow, or hail, means slow pellets. So when this liquid coming from precipitation falls on earth as a form of rain, we called it precipitation. Runoff, it is a step in which the water flows along the earth's surface into the rivers and then into the ocean and sea. When the water moves here in the earth's surface to rivers or to ocean or sea, we call it runoff of water. Collection, it is the step in which the rainwater falling on the earth's surface is collected in different water. So collection means collection of water, of rainwater, in the earth's surface in different water. Water cycle here, the water cycle, When the sun rays falls in this way in the sea or lakes, the water evaporates. Evaporates. So we call it evaporation. So it comes to cloud. This cloud moves from one place to another and condensation happens. Condensation means transfer water vapor into water, and then this water precipitate. Precipitate or precipitation means transfer water vapor into rainwater again to fall on the earth's surface. Rainwater transfer into earth surface rainfall happens, means move water in the earth in different ways in the groundwater to move into again into sea or river or lakes or oceans. This is called water cycle. Dropping water levels. There was a large salt lake in Turkey. Over time, it turned into a puddle. Puddle means a piece of land full of water, like we saw in the other here. Here, this is puddle. It means a collection of water. So, this puddle, and then it dried up. Dried up means the water completely in the summer evaporates. This lake hosted huge clones of flamingos. This one or this animal called flamingos. So flamingos are collected in a huge numbers in the water lakes when it dried and water evaporates from it. Means when the water evaporates with the sun rays, it dried up completely in the summer. Why in the summer? Because in the summer the sun rays fall on these lakes. It allowed the flamingos to collect or hosted huge numbers of flamingos in this bottle when it dried up. This migrates and breed. Breed means reproduce, make another species or another ones of flamingos when the weather is warm. Warm means in summer when this bottle is run of water. They feed on the algae in the lake's shallow water. Shallow water means a small amount of water. So when this puddle are subjected to sun rays, water evaporates and the water run off these puddles. Now to the distribution of solar energy. The distribution of solar energy on the Earth's surface plays an important role in the evaporation process in the water cycle, where the regions of Earth's surface can be classified into. We will classify the region of Earth according to the sun effect on Earth into hottest region, means high temperature regions. They are regions in which the evaporation process is the greatest. So when the temperature is high, the evaporation will be greatest. Moderate regions, they are regions in which the evaporation is moderate, means in the middle. Coldest regions, they are regions in which the evaporation process is smallest. So when the sun rays are perpendicular or a high temperature, we classify this region as a hottest region and the evaporation is greatest. When this region inclined sun rays and the sun effect is moderate, so the evaporation also will be moderate. When the sun rays is disappear or the sun is disappear, we call it coldest region and the evaporation will be smallest. As we see here, low angle of incoming sunlight like this, and the sun rays strikes most directly in the equator. Here, low angle of incoming sunlight here also in the north and south pole. The low angle of coming sunlight means coldest region. And here in the equator, the sunlight strikes most directly or the sun rays is perpendicular, so it is hottest regions. Between them, we called it moderate regions, at which the evaporation is moderate. So we can summarize lesson 1 into the definition of evaporation means transferring liquid in water to water vapor as a gas. This water vapor in a form of cloud through transportation moves from one place to another, and then condensation takes place. Condensation means transferring gas into liquid, water vapor into water again. This water fall on earth in a form of rain. We call it precipitation. This rain falls on water to form lakes and rivers and stream, and then finally groundwater. We called it surface runoff. So this water return again into sea or lakes or ocean to take another cycle of evaporation and then condensation and then precipitation and then surface runoff. We called it water cycle. Here we distribute solar energy into hottest region, moderate regions, and coldest regions. Hottest region at which the sunlight strikes directly as in equator, and coldest region when the angle is coming to the earth in low angle as in North Pole and South Pole, and between them tropics of Cancer and tropic of Capricorn. This here we called it moderate regions. And now, dear student, we reach to the end of lesson 1. Till we meet again, best of luck, goodbye, and good luck.